this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Jared Goff and the Rams set to take over on offense. For Goff last year, of course, the disappointing end to a terrific season. His development really took a big step forward throughout. Nearly 4,700 passing yards, 32 touchdowns, playoff wins over the Cowboys and the Saints before that Super Bowl loss to New England. Now Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I'd like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Now a handoff looking right. Room to run again. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Yeah, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity, because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So a first-quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers, because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people, make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you. I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
I threw this right through this dude.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked picked off by Dante Fowler. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. On first down, it's Gurley. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate. 87% in 2018.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you're trying.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Saints have taken the lead. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. On 2nd and 9, Goff looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Past the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Finish, boy. Finish strong. Yeah, go.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes defense makes a good play, too.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Goff now looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And, oh, that is going to be a safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally he has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Here's Thomas. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Cooks now in his second season with the Rams. He's had 4 straight years over 1,000 yards. He had 2 with the Saints, 1 with New England, and then he went over 1,000 again last year with the Rams. 80 catches, 1,204 yards. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is gone. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And they'll get this one at about the 20-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. Goff throwing again. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. dAGoat standing by as lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. Again, Goff. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee, as the first half is winding down, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. John Johnson with the INT. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. The final shot before break here. Goff. Floating one, incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
You say you're trying to see if you're trying to go to Waterbury.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Saints to take over. They were able to defeat Houston last week. They lead things here as well as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trevor Williams with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. On first down, it's gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Oh, man.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. That one 28 yards on the ground. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. 25 yards that time.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays, too. Eyes up, head up, run.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Dante Fowler picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Bruh. These niggas just blocked the kick.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory.
Then these niggas.
Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 30, 20. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, 83 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. They'll drop the throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Here's Gurley. He'll get 3 up the midfield. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Goff on the draw play to Henderson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them,
it's caught inside the 25. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 58 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a third down. Now back to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Gurley. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Goff going to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off here, the 32. The 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock. And let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a...
Hold on.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 6, a little over 50 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump in the gap trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory.